Open. Oh no, it's about to fall. Hey chopsticks! Today on the menu is Japanese creamy curry udon. Now if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Merrick. Nice to meet you. I film mukbangs and ASMR, so if you are interested in these types of videos, make sure to subscribe. Without further ado, let's get started! Alrighty, so I got my Japanese curry udon right in front of me. I am starving. Let's see, everyone. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Who's ready for some curry udon? Cause I am. Got my chopsticks out. I already have some of the curry udon sauce on my chopsticks because I was posing for the thumbnail before, as you can see. Oh my god, look at this, you guys. Doesn't this look so good? Oh, so creamy. Open wide. You got it? Got it? Don't let the noodles fall out of your mouth. It's really slippery. Slay. Mmm. 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 Man, it's so long. That's what she said. Mmm. And creamy. I feel like this is gonna be a very messy mukbang. I'm gonna be like wiping my mouth like every 5 seconds, I feel like. Case in point. Mmm. 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 So delicious. Besides the udon noodles and the curry sauce, we have some onions, some cauliflower, some garlic. What else did I put in? And of course chicken, because you need your protein, you guys, to build muscle. Protein, protein, protein. Okay, so I got kind of a lot of things to talk about today. Not really, kinda. I guess the first thing we should start off with is the food. So this is a, oops, I just broke the cauliflower in half. No big deal. So that's a cauliflower. You can't really tell. Just looks like a blob of nothing, but it's cauliflower. Mmm. Gotta eat your vegetables too. Okay, so let me talk about how I cooked this meal. First thing I did was I chopped up some garlic, onion, and then I took some butter, put that on the pan, let that saute for a bit, put the chicken in the oven to cook the chicken. Then I put some heavy cream, whipping cream. I used 35% fat. I put that in the pan with the garlic and the sauteed onions, and then I put some Japanese curry powder. It like comes in blocks. Not sure if you're familiar with it, but it's like Japanese curry powder blocks. Very, very delicious. Mm. I melted the curry powder block into the heavy cream. So now in the pan, we have onion, garlic, heavy cream, and curry powder. Once that was all mixed up, I added some hot water because I thought it was a little bit too thick for my liking. And then I dumped in the cauliflower and chicken. Easy as pie, right? Mmm. 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 Sometimes I debate if I should go over how I made my dish. I'm not sure if everyone's like interested in actually like knowing how I made the dish, or am I just like killing airtime? But I think this dish, ballpark, I would say it costs like $4 or $5 in cost. $4 or $5 CAD, probably like $3 US dollars. Yeah, pretty budget friendly. If you were to like go out to a restaurant and get this, I'm sure like they mark it up for $16, $17 like a regular dish. So since I just bought a new house, I kind of have to like be more budget friendly and like save money because you know your boy is broke AF. Mm. Okay, so here is a piece of the chicken. Oh, oh, come on, stubborn. There you go. Open. Oh no, it's about to fall. That was close. Okay, open wide. Got it. Got it. Slay. I really thought that piece of chicken was going to fall onto my table, you guys. It's always so scary when I put food close up to the camera because sometimes I don't have a good grip on it, or if it's like a very slippery food and it falls off my chopsticks or my fork or my spoon and it lands on my table. And I have to like wipe it up afterwards. Ugh. Can't be bothered. Wiping tables. What? Hashtag first world problems. This curry udon, I made it very, very creamy. Like, I don't have a spoon with me. I didn't think of bringing a spoon, but I'm sure you can tell by the sauce. Like, the consistency is like so creamy and thick. It's like almost like a pasta. I think traditionally curry udons are more like soup based, like more thin, more viscous. I don't know how you pronounce that word. Viscous, I think. The viscosity is lower. Wait, oh, how did I pass science class? So when the viscosity is low, that means it's very liquidy like water, and when the viscosity is high, that means it's very thick, I think. Am I even pronouncing that word right? Viscosity? So yeah, I decided to make a very creamy one. Again, this is heavy cream based. I think one day I'm going to do a more soupy curry udon. Maybe I should do like a tempura udon. I've never had that on my channel. Cauliflower. Okay. Let's move on to the question of the day. Today's question of the day is, how is your summer going? How is your summer going? I would love to know, how is your summer going? Have you been on vacation? Have you been on a stay vacation? Oh no, that's not how you pronounce it. A staycation. There we go. Vacation, staycation. Or have you been to some festivals around your city? How has your summer been going? Let me know in the comments down below because I would love to read all of your responses. Now, if you are living in Australia or if you're living in New Zealand, right now it's currently winter, so I guess how's your winter going? Most of my viewers are from North America, so that's why I kind of named the question question of the day, how's your summer going? But to all my Aussie viewers and New Zealanders, how's your winter going? I like to be as inclusive. Sorry, burp. I like to be as inclusive as possible on the channel. Wow, the cauliflower and curry udon go so well together. This shirt has like a weird cut. Like when I go like this, it just like exposes my what is this called? Collarbone. Very, very like Weirdly. Like, you can see how skinny I am. Like, look, you can literally see my bones. Oh my god. I'm like Donatella Versace. I think our collarbone is like very, very defined as well. This is like not bronzer, by the way, you guys. I did not like put any bronzer on here. There's no makeup. There's no like contouring of my collarbone. It's like naturally like that. Like, look. You can't see anything, and then as soon as I squeeze in, you can see like the hollowness of the collarbone. So this is not makeup. I didn't put contour or bronzer at all. 100% natural. See if I wait, I can't really do it on this side, but yeah, you can see. Yeah, so skinny, literally like a skeleton. And people are like, "Are you sure you do mukbang videos?" I'm like, "Yes, boo. I actually do mukbang videos." And they're like, "You don't look like someone who does mukbang videos." And then I'm like, "Have you seen like Stephanie Sue? She's like so tiny. She's like way smaller than me, and she eats 10 times the amount of food I do. That's not an insult. In fact, I'm jealous of her. I wish I could eat as much food as she can. She's my idol. She's my queen. She's my Asian Trisha Paytas. See, with me and Stephanie Sue, I always imagine if we ever met up in real life or collabed or hung out, me and her would be like Trisha Paytas and Gigi Gorgeous. If you watch those YouTubers, you know what I'm talking about. They are the queens of YouTube. I love them so much. So yeah, that's literally how I see me and Stephanie. Me and Stephanie would be Trisha and Gigi. Gigi and Trisha are like some of the OG YouTubers here on this platform. I don't know. I just feel like me and Stephanie, we have a very similar personality. Granted, she actually has a man in her life, unlike me, so we're kind of different in that aspect, but for the most part, we're twins. Today's discussion is actually kind of related to the question of the day. It's about festivals. I mentioned that a little bit earlier when I was doing the question of the day. Festivals. Now, I live in this Canadian city called Edmonton, Alberta. By the way, as you can tell, today's mukbang is like a little bit more chill, which I do like from time to time. What I was saying was, I live in the city called Edmonton, Alberta in Canada, and we're known. I'm not sure if like we're known internationally or nationally. I feel like this is just like Edmontonians. I feel like we just gave ourselves this title, and no one else outside of our city knows of this title. But we call ourselves the Festival City. And like, if you ask any Edmontonian who lives here, people are like, "Oh yeah, we're the Festival City." But I feel like as soon as you cross the boundary outside Edmonton, people are like, "What is Edmonton known for? Festival City? What? I've never heard of this." But yeah, we call ourselves the Festival City, and the reason for that is because we have like one or two festivals every single weekend during the summer months. I think the reason why we have so many festivals during the summer is because our summer only lasts 3 months, June, July, August. Literally, it starts getting cold the first week of September, and there's still snow middle of April. It's crazy. And since there's such a short window to host all these festivals, all the organizers just jam pack the festivals into these 3 months. So that's why there's like a new festival every single weekend. Whereas in some other cities where the winters aren't as severe, organizers can kind of like budget the amount of festivals throughout the 12 months. Like in California, I'm sure you guys have festivals all year round, even in December. Like we do have festivals in December, but it's kind of like a one, like there's only one or two maybe, because generally speaking, people don't like freezing their butts off outside when it's minus 30 degrees Celsius. Now, although there's a lot of festivals here in Edmonton during the summertime, I actually don't really go to any one of them. And I'll tell you the reason why, okay? I think some people can relate to this, but because I grew up here my entire life, I've been to them so many times as a child. Whether that was like my parents taking me or like a YMCA day camp trip taking us. I've been to all the festivals multiple times. And in my perspective, I kind of have the seen it once, seen it all mentality. Like, roughly everything's the exact same thing every single year. Sure, there might be a couple performances that are different. For the most part, everything's the exact same. So sometimes like festivals aren't free, so I'm just like, why would you pay admission to see the exact same thing every single year? Or even if the festival is free, why would you like not like waste your time, but like spend all that time and energy getting to the festival when you're seeing the exact same thing that you saw last year? By the way, it's raining outside, so if you hear some pitter pattering, that's why. And the thing is, there's some festivals that are food based. I'm sure like every city has this, like every major city has this around the world. But we have something called the Taste of Edmonton. I'm sure like Toronto has it. I think it's called the Taste of the Danforth. Calgary probably has it. Taste of Calgary. New York probably has one. Basically, it's sorry. There's like chicken stuck between my teeth. Couldn't ignore it. Basically, it's like a bunch of restaurants congregating at a park or a public square, and they sell food, like one or two dishes. And how it works is you buy tickets, like paper tickets. Like you give money and they get the paper tickets and they go to these booths and they trade in your paper tickets for food. That's the whole premise of or the whole idea of how this like event works. And when I first started going to the Taste of Edmonton, I think tickets were like 50 cents each, and now it's like $1.25. Granted, the first time I went was like over a decade ago, so inflation, but it's more than double the price. Like, oh my god. That kind of leaves me wanting to talk about the Taste of Edmonton a little bit. Like, again, I'm sure this type of festival occurs like everywhere around the world. A bunch of food vendors selling their food, like appetizer sizes, in exchange for tickets. The idea of it is that you can go to one location and try a bunch of different foods from a bunch of different restaurants in your city. And because they're all appetizer sized, you're not full. Sorry, I had to burp while I was pronouncing that. Wow, I have a lot of chicken in here. But I actually really don't like that concept. And I'll tell you why. Well, first off, it's like pretty obvious. Like, it's so expensive. Like, back in the day, like 50 cents, like per ticket, sure, okay. Like, I can do that. But $1.25 per ticket. Oh, by the way, I forgot a key point of how this event works. This little appetizer dish they give you, it's not just one ticket, okay? I think it ranges between 3 tickets to like 6 tickets. So at the cheapest like option, like roughly 3 tickets, $1.25 times 3 is $3.75, and that gets you like 2 spring rolls. It's like so not worth it. Like if you go to the restaurant, it's like a lot cheaper, or like it's the same price but you get more food. So it's kind of like a ripoff. Also, the food, they pre-make it because it's kind of like a festival. So they like it's kind of like they make it, and like they pre-make it, and how many people come to their booth, they just like scoop it out from like a big pan and serve it to you. It's not like customly freshly made. It's all like it's not made to order. That's the term. It's not made to order. It's all pre-made. And I'm not sure if I'm a diva or something, but like I like my food made to order because it's more fresher that way. I don't want it sitting under a hot lamp for an hour or 2 hours. Maybe I am just a diva and I have high standards. But hey, you can't blame me. I'm a foodie, right? I run a mukbang channel on YouTube, okay? Like of course I have high standards for food. Like seriously, like taking the spring roll example, one year I got spring rolls at like the Vietnamese booth, or like a Vietnamese restaurant, and they weren't even crunchy. Like I swear they've been sitting under like the hot lamp for a good 3 hours. Like it's so soggy, it's like lukewarm. There's nothing appealing about it. Like maybe if like food quality is very high, I can justify paying the very high price for such a small dish. But when it's like low food quality, high prices, I don't get it. Well, I do get it, but like I guess that like their value proposition doesn't really appeal to me. I'll tell you what their value proposition is, okay, everyone? Look at me using those marketing terms, just dropping jargon here and there. For people who don't know what value proposition is, value proposition, it's kind of like what the service provider is offering the customer. Like, what's their competitive advantage? What's their edge? What's their specialness, their uniqueness about their service or product that other people don't have? And the value proposition with these food festivals is that you get to try a bunch of different foods from a bunch of different restaurants or cultures all around the world in one single location. So you don't have to like drive everywhere to like different restaurants to try everything. They're all in one single location. You show up and you can try as much food as you want. Now, that value proposition doesn't appeal to me. It just doesn't. I'm someone who like I don't love driving. Sorry, I bit my mouth if you didn't notice back there. Ow. I tried to like play it off really coolly, so subtly, hoping no one would see. I don't love driving, but I don't mind it at the same time. And when there's food involved, you damn well bet I'll be willing to go into my car, turn on the engine, and drive to wherever there's good food. So like, I would drive for food. Some people won't, I guess. Like some people, they like. I'm not sure like if this exists outside of Canada, but skip the dishes. Some people use Uber Eats. Some people use Postmates. I just don't like. Wow, I said that really loud. I'm sorry, everyone. I like. So I keep burping in this video. I was like yelling at you guys. Sorry, chopsticks. Some people like getting their food delivered to their house. I don't, just because like again my standards are very high. I like food very very fresh. So as soon as the food is ready from the kitchen, I want it on my table. I don't want to wait like 5 minutes, 10 minutes for like the Uber driver to deliver my food. I want it then and there. I actually kind of have like a mini story time related to that. Especially with like deep fried foods. By the time it gets to your place, it's just like not as crispy, it's more soggy. But obviously, there are extreme cases where I would use food delivery services, like if I was sick, if I just had a lot of work to do at home and I literally couldn't. Sorry, I literally keep coughing and like burping in this mukbang. I don't know what the problem is. I'm not even sick, you guys. I think my talking to eating ratio is kind of off because like I almost swallowed a whole chicken wholly down my throat. I almost swallowed a whole chicken wholly. That made a lot of sense. I'm sorry, everyone. I just must be under the weather or something. But at the Taste of Edmonton, like literally a little meat dish, it costs 5 tickets. Maybe I'll find a picture on the internet and put it on the screen right now. So that picture right there, that costs 5 tickets. 5 times 1.25 because it's $1.25 per ticket. That's $6.25. Like, how is that worth it? I don't see the value in that. $6.25 for that little puny dish? Like, really? Really, boo? It's not even good. It's not fresh. It's lukewarm. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just do have high standards. I think like the few times well, not the few times, like the many times I have gone to the Taste at Edmonton, like I look at the meat dish, I literally count how much meat is like in the dish. It's like 2 pieces of like puny miniaturized sized chickens. So not worth it. But obviously they have to like pay for like the rental space, they have to pay rent to like the organizers, and the organizers have to pay the rent to the city. Like I understand. It's not like they're purposely making it very expensive. It just works out that way at the end. I think I got like 2 pieces of chicken left. And usually at festivals, there's a lot of people. And I personally don't suffer from social anxiety. I know some people do. I don't. I don't feel anxious talking to strangers or anything or being around people. I just don't like to. I don't like to. Maybe I just don't like people. I don't know. I just don't like if I had to, if you gave me money, yeah, sure, I'll like stand next to someone and hold small talk. That's literally what I do at work kind of. But on my free time, on my free will, I'm not gonna like go to a festival and be surrounded by sweaty bodies under like the scorching hot sun for hours. That's not my idea of a good time. And at these food festivals, seating is so competitive to find because everybody wants to sit down and enjoy their meal. At a restaurant, you get a table where you can put your food on. At these like food festivals, you're like holding it as you're walking, trying to not bump into anyone. If someone shoulder checks you, your entire dish is going on the floor, honey. that has happened to me in the past. So first-hand experience right here. Also, usually you like to have a drink when you eat food, right? At a restaurant, you can have your drink on the table and have your main dish on the table as well. So you can kind of like eat and then have a drink like that. Like, let me show you an example. I just ate. Now I took a sip. I can put my cup down. At these food festivals, that's not the case. You're carrying your food and your drink and you're kind of like eating while you're like sipping on your drink, trying to like avoid people. It's just not a good situation. Like everything about it, just like the logistics of consuming food frustrates me. Like, let alone, like, let's not talk about the money, let's not talk about the low quality. Just putting the food into your mouth is hard enough. Like, why am I paying extra money to have such a difficult experience? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I hope you know what I mean. I guess I just like privacy. I don't want to be juggling my food and my drink. And yes, there are tables set up, but like it's so limited that basically it's a shot in the dark. Is that the expression? It's hard to get one. Last chicken. Ooh, sauce dripping. Open wide. Slay. Alright, so that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed yet, if you are subscribed, make sure to turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. Love you so much, chopsticks, and remember to slay your day.